down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Van Vliet with it. Pass to Thompson. And Durant with the block.
Affecting the shot right there. The length of Durant, a problem for the offense.
Beal outside. Here's Booker. Thompson pulls it in.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And it's Green missing.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Booker. Thompson pulls it in. And it's Houston's ball. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Now here's Beal. Pass to Durant. Over Green. Durant's shot is off. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
And it's Brooks missing. The Suns have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Beyond the arc. They get the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Phoenix grabs the miss. Now here's Durant. Outside Booker. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Phoenix shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Booker.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
From deep three-point land. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Oh, and it's Phoenix's ball. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Beal and Allen are out on the wing. Royce O'Neal is out there with Mason Plumlee. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. And there's the rejection. For 3, Smith. O'Neal pulls it in. Phoenix leading by 4. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Allie. And here are the Rockets now. Coming off a Suns make. Here's Shepherd. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Oh, when we talk about the future of Shepherd, scoring inside is very important to take his game to the next level.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Beal finds Jones. O'Neal with it. Beal outside. Again, the Suns good for 2.
The mid-range jumper is a handy tool for Beal. A lot of his shots come from that area. He's got a ton of confidence in it.
Şengün, the screen. And here's Shepherd for 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Jones. The three is up. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Shepard. They trail by 6. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Outside Whitmore, 5 to shoot. From the arc. No good that time. And so it's Phoenix leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Back to the game after this break.
Surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
So the Houston 5 right now. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Amin Thompson out there with Dylan Brooks. And it's Şengün in at the center, filling out the middle. Outside Booker. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
And Van Vliet has got the ball here for Houston. They trail by 9. Pass to Şengün. Beal against Green. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
Now Beal. 1:14 left in the third quarter. And how about the Fred Van Vliet story? From undrafted to all-star and NBA champion.
It's one of the remarkable journeys in the history of the league. There are a number of guys that have gone undrafted and ended up being all-stars and champions, but you think about it, one of the things they have in common in my mind, B.A., is a real understanding of who they are and what it's going to take to be successful. And then the willingness to put in the work and not be distracted by naysayers or the glamour of being a pro. They've got a real anchoring as to who they are and what their business is about, and then they maximize their ability. That's Fred Van Vliet in a nutshell.
Here's Beal after the basket by Houston. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound. The shot, no good. Rockets trail by 5. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Those kinds of plays are the ones that get you on the lead and help keep you in front.
.20 left in the third. And here's Van Vliet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Connects from downtown. Van Vliet's got 5 now. 1 second left. The shot off that time. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Phoenix out in front, up by 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Bol. And it's Richards in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And attacking with reckless abandon. Somehow Thompson able to get through.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Booker against Van Vliet. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
And just a classic pump fake move. I mean, Booker wants the defender to make a mistake and foul him.
He hits the first one, and that ties this game up.
Yeah, just an offensive machine. Booker generates points consistently, night in and night out.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
Huge free throws right there. He's able to put them on top with those makes.
Van Vliet drives. Durant pulls it in. The Suns shooting just 38% for this game so far. Here's Booker. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Thompson in the post. Pull on him. Shoots. Here's Van Vliet. Nice D from Beal. And it's Phoenix's ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys.
City picks up here.
Okay, thank you, Allie. .58 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Booker against Van Vliet. Out to Thompson. Outside, Green. And another miss by Houston.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for him.
Now here's Booker. Brooks with the rebound. And Brooks has got the ball here for Houston. It's a three-point game. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. And coach didn't want... There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Booker. Oh my! What a shot!
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes, a sign of a skilled offensive player.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout, and a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Van Vliet left side. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are